Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the FC Barcelona save here on FIFA 22. It's a rather big one today. The title fight is raging on, and we start with first place Atletico Madrid away from home. Not only that, we also face third place Real Sociedad today as well. So it's getting pretty intense. We also have a game against Celtic in the Champions League, which we'll simulate. We have a game against Real Betis away from home, which will be the third game that we play. They, of course, are the side that denied us the title last season with the last-minute goal. And then Getafe at home, which we'll simulate at the end of the month as well. So Atleti, Sociedad, Betis are the three we'll play. Celtic and Getafe we will simulate. If you're enjoying this save, of course, please do continue to hit the thumbs up button. It'd be great to keep smashing those likes and have more and more of you subscribe as time goes on. We will be starting a new save soonish, but we want to achieve as much as we possibly can in this one before we move on. The financial situation at the minute is still actually not quite where we need it to be. We are 155 million euro in the black, in the profit, but we have 350 million euro-ish to try and get rid of with regards the debt figure. So we're not yet clear. We're going to get some money for progressing out of the Champions League group stage, which will be about 25 million euro, which will come as a massive help. The further we get through the Champions League, we'll get more money for that as well. We're not thinking at this stage of doing anything in the January transfer window, although I am open to suggestions if you think I should. At the minute, we are challenging right at the very top of the La Liga table. We were comfortably top of the Champions League group, and we haven't yet started the Copa del Rey, but we've got to the final both years in that and won it the second time around. So I don't know as I really have anywhere where I want to improve. Gavi and Bustos are the two players where, attribute-wise, statistically, we could improve. But we're Barcelona, and we want to play the La Masia players, and Gavi and Bustos and Nico Gonzalez and Ricky Puig and Ferreira and Correa and Mingueza are all players that have come through La Masia that we want to play in the first team. So I really genuinely don't think I'm going to do anything in January unless we have a release clause triggered and my hand is forced. We shall just have to wait and see what happens in January. But before we get there, some particularly important games of football. So we will go away from home to Atleti, try and build on what was a good performance in the last game yesterday against Elche. Two not so good performances. Obviously the Roma one is a standout one because we played an entirely rotated 11 and they were awful. We'll be simming with that same 11 against Celtic. We'll see how they get on, but we are guaranteed progression through in the Champions League, so it's not important. Right, away from home to the Wanda Metropolitano we go. Atleti away first. It's first versus second, followed by second versus third. It's going to be tough to try and stay, or even go and then stay top to end the calendar year, but that is the aim. Your top of the table Atletico Madrid side. Still a 93 rated Jan Oblak in goal. Lucas Klostermann at centre-back alongside new signing Joe Gomez. And Felipe at left centre-back. Marcus Rashford on the right. Marcos Llorente, Rodrigo de Paul and Gonzalo Guedes as the midfield four. With Joao Felix, Kingsley Coman and Antoine Griezmann as the front spearheading three. Ivo Gerbic on the bench as well as Sergio Camus, not that good. Luis Diaz, very good. Luis Suarez, not so good anymore. Andrés Solano, Saul, of course, and Borja Garces. So they've got really solid options and then some that aren't that good. Same as us, really, I guess. We're at full strength, of course. So here we go at the Wanda Metropolitano. It's time for Atletico Madrid first in La Liga to play Barcelona, second in La Liga. This should be an absolute cracker. Throw for Atleti at the beginning of the game. De Paul gets it quickly back to Gonzalo Guedes, but Mazraoui steps in nicely and Pedri's first touch will take that away. Sterling is the obvious outlet here with their narrow three at centre-back, of course. Pedri lays that in front of Gavi. I should have played in Ansu Fati. I committed to the shot and then as I was powering up was like, I just saw that open up for Ansu to maybe get played through. Griezmann could play in Kingsley Coman here looking for a 1-2. Perhaps he's going to go for a banger. But Ter Stegen is equal to it, thankfully. Nearly the opportunity at one. Definitely the opportunity at the other. Mikel Merino beating Joao Felix in the air there. Where he got caught between his legs. Griezmann digs the ball out. We should win that as well. Eric Garcia's done nicely. Raheem Sterling will bring this forward for us. A quick 1-2. Perhaps that's not quite gone as smoothly as I'd hoped. Rodrigo de Paul will find a teammate. Oh, trying to work this away. There we go. Now, the league table is, of course, as tight as we've seen. It's not actually as tight as it has been, however. There was ourselves and Atleti and Real Madrid all on the same amount of points earlier in the season. Are you onside here? No, you're not, Mazraoui. That's frustrating. 15 minutes in. Atleti doing most of the pressing, but they've not really threatened yet, other than that Kingsley Coman shot from distance. But that could change over the course of this highlight. Coman back to Rodrigo de Paul. They've got numbers forward here. Joao Felix, he winds up, but again, we've got a defender in the way. And so so far, the defenders are doing their job. Llorente driving into space and playing that nicely over the top to Griezmann. Araujo trying to get back to close down the Frenchman, but I'm going to have to approach him from a different angle. Oh, it's a good block. But it's going to fall back to Marcos Llorente, and Atleti take a 1-0 lead. I don't know whether the keeper could have done much better, to be fair. He's done really well just to save the first one. He's fallen straight back to Llorente, though, and he's buried it. And despite all of those purple shirts back there, it's our opponents that take the lead. Marcos Llorente with his first goal of the season as well, as it always seems to be. Llorente 1, Atleti 1, Barcelona. Whoa! 0. And Kingsley Coman can find himself, or consider himself, lucky to still be on the pitch. There might have been one up, but one man down. Klosterman with the free kick. Griezmann does well to hold off the attentions of Eric Garcia there, because he absolutely threw himself at him. Might not have even been Garcia, it might have been Mikel Merino. It was Mikel Merino looking for Ferran Torres. Onside this time. Oh, but they've still got Jan Oblak in goal, even when you do get past all of their defenders. We'll look for Araujo. It's a good ball. Ronald is up! And he couldn't have missed by much less. Wide of the target with the header. We will stay behind, probably all the way to half-time now. Bustos forward to Ansu Fati. I mean, very aggressive from Marcus Rashford. Very aggressive. He does have it in him, doesn't he, on FIFA? If you would cast your mind back to our time at Newcastle in the My Player on Facebook, Rashford did get himself sent off in that game when we went back to Old Trafford for 2 challenges on My Pro as well. So he does have a tendency, at least in my content, to have a bit of a ruthless streak in him, Marcus Rashford, and a bit of an aggressive streak. Get himself the occasional booking. Idrissa Gueye is apparently a transfer confirmed that will probably go through on the 1st of January. Here's Guedes trying to concentrate on stuff that's happening in the here and now, though. At the minute, that here and now is seeing us nearly go 2-0 down, as we have to make the save from Kingsley Coman. Griezmann will take the corner for Atleti, and they will look to extend their lead in the game. And of course, already, if it stays as is, they will extend their lead in the league as well, up to 4 points. Oh, good save to Stegen. Strong left hand. I don't mind drawing this. It's the head-to-head that I'm worried about, because it was the head-to-head against Real Madrid that cost us the title last year. Catch that, keeps. Oh, Sterling's gotten a head to it before ter Stegen could get to it. Where you going, Marcus? That way. Will he keep it in? He won't. There's still plenty of time for us to find an equaliser. But if we go 2 down, I'd be really worried that that might be the result, as was the case last year with Real, that sees us potentially lose the league title on head-to-head. I don't want that to happen. Win this aerial battle, please. Well up, Eric Garcia. Ferran Torres. Oh, I got a little bit ambitious there with the burst of pace, but thankfully it doesn't cost us. Gavi to Pedri. Sterling is through the middle again, as he has been so many times. Pedri is getting a little bit lucky. Oh, but Jan Oblak doesn't need any luck, because he's got all the ability in the world he'll ever need. Cross comes in from the corner. Llorente gets to it. Eric Garcia will turn. Find Pedri. Mikel Merino is there. Mikel Merino from the edge of the box. That is shit. 17 minutes to go, and we still don't look any closer to finding that equaliser. Put the press on Atleti, and it makes it hard to find a pass. There is one on there, though, to Mikel Merino, and then one here to Pedri. Mikel Merino's getting forward again, and Ferran Torres, surely now. Oh my God, Jan Oblak! How? How has he stopped that? I can't get a better opportunity than one-on-one. on the penalty spot. And Jan Oblak still has the reactions to make the save there. That's ridiculous. We're going to lose this game. But only because of the ability of their goalkeeper. He's been outrageous. We'll go to Pedri first here, then across into Ferran Torres. Ansu Fati's getting forward. First touch needs to be good. It was, but Klosterman was able to read it, and there will go any chance of us getting that equaliser. And Kingsley Coman will just waste time down in the corner. Atleti are going to win by a single goal to nil, and I am terrified now that this might be a result that denies us the league title for a second year in a row. We will have to ensure then that we beat Madrid in the return leg later in the season to even out the head-to-head. If we can, we should try and win it by more than one as well, so that the head-to-head actually goes in our favour. But, oh, Jan Oblak, wow. This first one was impressive from Ferran Torres. Played through, one-on-one, and he's just somehow managed to get a thigh on it. Perfect angle for Torres to just slot home. It hits him in the midriff. And then, presumably, this last one is there as well. That was the 72nd minute one. That's not the one that we just had, was it? No, this is the one from Pedri that was destined for the top corner, and he's leapt away like a cat to get to that. Unbelievable. The last save doesn't even make it onto the highlights. Unbelievable. Well, we will lose to Atleti, and we'll head now to that simulated game against Celtic, where we will sim with the rotated La Masia 11. We're not necessarily guaranteed top spot, but we are absolutely already guaranteed through, as we're 4 points clear of Porto. We'll switch to that La Masia team, and we'll see what they can do here against Celtic. We won by a convincing margin away from home at Celtic Park. They've got Kyogo up top to start for them. It's a 1-1 draw, and Enrique has a goal disallowed in the 80th minute that could have won us it. So we should then finish top of the group. No, if Roma won their game, we'll actually finish second in the group, because head-to-head, Roma are obviously battering us in yesterday's episode. That's if they beat Roma. Sorry, if they beat Porto, which they didn't. They drew. They drew with Porto by 2-2. So we will top the group then. So we will play. Our options for the knockout stage will be all of the second-place teams. So, Juventus, potentially. Not Manchester United, because we... Oh, no. I'm managing in Spain. So, Juventus, Manchester United, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Lazio, Benfica, Monaco. Well, any of the last three, really. Lazio, Benfica, or Monaco, I would take. But Liverpool, Inter, United, and Juventus aren't draws that are going to leave me in a great position, really. Matches rescheduled and prize money awarded. Gaming's rival Icon has been moved. 28 million euro added to the budget, which will, of course, help further boost our profit margins. Who have we been drawn against in the knockout round? Benfica. A winnable tie. A very winnable tie. Good. Let's actually get past the round of 16, shall we? We've progressed each season. Grouped. Round of 16 out to City. We need to go all the way this year. And Benfica is a great way to get yourself into the quarterfinals. Right then, up next for us was Real Sociedad, the side that are third in the table and now level on points with us as we're 4 behind Atleti. The first game was big. This one might even genuinely, after that first result, now be even bigger. Mikel Merino has finally completed his position change to a CDM. So he should get some more boosts now in that role. Some extra boosts. It's going to take another 56 boosts. He's obviously peaked at 86. Check the development. Yeah, he's peaked at 86. But he should get a little bit of an extra boost now. So +3. I think it was a +2 previously. So he'll be slightly better now that he's picked up that position change and those extra boosts, although it will be minimal margin. But as you see there on the league table, Atletico have drawn on match day 41. And I think Real Madrid have drawn as well. Was it a Milan derby? It wasn't. Milan? Madrid derby. Atleti draw 2-2 with Granada, and Real Madrid draw at home with Osasuna by a goal apiece. Meaning that Real Madrid are now level on points with ourselves and Sociedad, but that will absolutely not be the case after this next match day, because either we'll be on 39 and Sociedad will still be on 36, we'll both be on 37, or Sociedad will be on 39 and I'll still be on 36. Atletico Madrid still yet to be beaten this season. Hopefully we can do something about that in the second game against them this year. Now, more so than the first, because we just lost it. Let's bounce back, shall we, against Real Sociedad. Sociedad then challenging at the top end again this season. Alex Ramiro in goal. He performs like Jan Oblak, just without the rating. Pacheco at right back. Xabi Pacheco, 69 rated, might be an area to try and isolate. Sanyan at the back with Andreas Christensen, 86 rated, alongside Zinchenko on the left. Shaparenko and Zubimendi in the middle with David Silva at cam still for them. Christian Portu on the right with Cali Muendo up top, and 89 rated now, Mikel Oyarzabal on the left-hand side. 89 rated. I think I just saw Willian on their bench as well, actually. Oh, it's Willian Jose. They've got Diogo Costa on the bench as well as Alex Moreno, Katie Barre, Carlos Fernandez, Mario Rui, Robert Navarro, and Willian Jose da Silva. Well, actually, he's Brazilian, isn't he? Willian Jose, so it'd be Jose, not Jose. Regardless, it's us against Real Sociedad, and we are, well, really needing a victory now to try and keep up the pressure on Atletico Madrid. If they're going to drop points, we need to take advantage of it, especially after losing to them earlier. Could come centrally for Torres again, a little flick around the corner and then work it forward and lift that for Sterling. Oh, Zinchenko cuts it out. Would have been a beautiful goal had it come off. Unfortunately, no. Zubimendi will clear it to Zinchenko's gone for a big old pump. Oyarzabal will chase after this, but Eric Garcia clears away rather acrobatically. No goals yet, but the ball is rather evidently flying from one end of the field to the other. Ferran Torres will try and keep that going, and in fact could be played in. It's a lovely ball. Right, Alex Ramiro. Go away. I don't like playing against him, but we've scored. Ferran Torres, again this season, now the go-to goal-scoring man for us. Number 19, through the middle, 1-0 Barca. David Silva. Zubimendi to Silva again. It's probably not that... Ooh. I was about to say, he's probably not that mobile anymore, but I bet he's still got the class that he always did. And he picked out a hell of a ball there. His vision stat must still be off the charts. But thankfully, offside. They don't get the chance to build. Oh, come on now, ref. Porto with a very late challenge. Seen a lot of those today. Some yellow cards dished out in a number of games. Araujo finds Pedri. Try and work this back. Ansu Fati. Bit of pace, bit of acceleration, bit of footwork. And Sterling, oh, I shouldn't have forced it. It's fallen to Mikel Merino. Sterling, Pedri, oh, where to go? Out there to Bustos. Standing up into the middle, and Ferran Torres can't win the header against Andreas Christensen. We'll stay at 1-0. Oh, we'll have it back, though. We might not stay at 1-0. Pedri. Ansu Fati! Ramiro with the save. Trying a snapshot there to ensure that we maybe score a goal. Oh, the keeper came for that, didn't get there. We'll try and nod this down, and it's Eric Garcia. Oh, it's Eric Garcia! Never mind, it's Alex Ramiro. I got excited then. Zubimendi forward to Cali Muendo. Zubimendi again. Where's Oyarzabal? He's not there. Zinchenko. Oh, gorgeous through ball. Cali Muendo. Big save by ter Stegen with his feet to deny Sociedad an equalising goal. Oh, we've lost that header with Ansu Fati, though. We still could be in danger here. Competitive game this so far. Big save that by ter Stegen, though. Nice ball looking through. Bustos just has the pace to get to it, thankfully. He's growing nicely, Bustos, up to 71 rated so far this season. That potential to be special tag is hopefully going to help him continue to grow throughout the entirety of the year. Mazraoui looking for the ball inside, but it's given away. With just under 15 to go in this first half, I mean, it still could swing either way in just the remaining first period, let alone what could happen in the entirety of the second. Oyarzabal has been quiet so far, though, it has to be said. Zubimendi back to Shaparenko, David Silva to Cali Muendo, and ter Stegen in the way. To be fair, I thought the defender was positioned well enough to get a block on that. He couldn't, and I had to rely on the goalkeeper again. Oyarzabal will deliver the corner. Keeper will come. It's not a convincing punch, but it does get it back out from whence it came to Oyarzabal, who holds the ball up really nicely and finds David Silva. It gets out-muscled by Eric Garcia, thankfully. Right, come on then. Sterling's on a run. Ferran Torres is there. Look at Ansu Fati. He's itching to get in behind Pacheco, who, as we said, was lower rated and might be a place we could isolate to try and open them up. Ah, they were carved open by Ansu Fati. But he couldn't find the target. Just not enough bend on it. That did deserve a goal. You're right, Stuart Robertson. Or Stuart Robson. I never remember whether it's Robson or Robertson. I think it's Robson. Mikel Merino. Short to Gavi. The hour mark is up. The scoreline hasn't changed. We still look okay. But not comfortable. Never comfortable. Never comfortable. It could be 3-0. Never comfortable. Gavi finds Pedri. Sterling is there. I'll go back to Pedri. And there is Gavi and Fatty. Bloody Alex Ramiro. See what I mean? He's just as good as Jan Oblak, even though he's 9 ratings lower. They've taken off David Silva now. And they're bringing on Robert Navarro instead. I'll look for a ball to the near post where hopefully Ferran Torres can get to it. It's a poor corner in actual fact. Didn't actually go anywhere near where I wanted it to. Eric Garcia just seemed to lock off the ball there. What's happening there? Cali Muendo on the counter-attack now, Real Sociedad. I don't know what happened there. Garcia is quick once he gets going. He's trying to close down Navarro here. He's coming on to have an instant impact if he can. Danny Pacheco. Sorry, Chabi Pacheco, that youngster. Oh, it's a good delivery, but the keeper put his arm up there, called for it. So, keepers! And he's up, and he's won it. That press there works well this time, but they're loose with it. Mikel Merino wins it back. Go on, Raheem. Oh, Christensen. Looked like he wasn't actually going to try and get to it for a moment there. Calimuendo's on the run, so we'll try and mark that. Porto's on a run on this side. And I see a man free on the back post. Hopefully, Mazraoui is able to keep up with him. It's in. Keeper's going to come. And to be fair, it's held on very, very, very well. That will be game. Thank you, ref. We win by a goal to 0, but at no point was that easy or assured. But we do get the 3 points. Oyarzabal quiet, to be honest. Not his best game, and it showed for Sociedad with only 2 chances created throughout the entirety of the 90 minutes. 3 points against, well, a genuine title rival, it seems, in Real Sociedad this year. We closed the gap again to Atletico Madrid to 2 points. Real Madrid hot on our heels still. Mazraoui is now peaked, but he's peaked at 90 rated. I had no idea that Mazraoui could grow to 90. I'll check on SoFIFA. I don't know as his overall potential is actually 90. He might actually have taken advantage. He has taken advantage of the dynamic potential. By default, Lucia Mazraoui has potential of 86. So he's blitzed through that, and he's now certainly one of the best right-backs in the entire save. Up next for us, though, Real Betis away. They are 6th, chasing a European spot. We are 2nd, chasing that title. Oops, don't quit, Ches. I want the win. I'll see you in the next one. Real Betis line up actually with a regen goalkeeper. Jose Caero is in between the sticks for them. I don't know if he's their first team goalkeeper, but if he is, he must be pretty decent because they're sat in 6th in the table. Obviously, being a regen, we have no idea how good he is, whether he's got a rating like that because his reflexes and handling are great or his diving and his positioning. Not sure. We'll find out in due course. Shima Salco, Bartra, Jenny and Miranda still their backline with Edgar and Guido Rodriguez in the genuine deeper holding roles. Araujo on the right with Pineda on the left. Nabil Fekir at cam and Iñaki Williams still leading the line for them up top, so forever a danger. They do have Rui Silva on the bench, who's 83, so they probably rotate him and Caero as their go-to goalkeepers, but who's got the most appearances and or most clean sheets for them this season? No idea. Alessio Romagnoli is on the bench. They've also got Sergio Canales there and Borja Iglesias. Petzela, Christian Teo and Wanmi are the other options they have to bring on if things aren't quite going their way. So, obviously, they're having a capable season. We had a cracking game against them at the end of last year. It will live long in the memory on this channel, let alone just in this save. Arguably, the most dramatic end to a season I have ever had. I think genuinely because of the magnitude of the game and what it was that we lost, I think it is the biggest and most dramatic end to a game we've ever had on the channel. Bigger than that Southampton FIFA 18 episode. So it is close between the two of them. Shima Vishalko into Araujo, quickly to Iñaki Williams, back to Nabil Fekir, who is left-footed, so we'll try and keep it off that left. Pretty sure Nabil Fekir is left-footed anyway. We get there with Marino, we can't, but thankfully they've given it back to me. Ferran, nice sharp turn. Move all the way wide right to then hopefully Go Pedri and then spin. That's worked well. Then use Gavi, and Ferran Torres could make a run through a gap. Snap an early shot away, which doesn't quite work. Ansu Fati has some good footwork. Little back heel maybe. Not a back heel, but it's worked nicely. Pull that back looking for Gavi, but it's cleared away. But only as far as Mazraoui will cut that back. Found well there, Pedri. And Mikel Merino. Ah, it's not where that was supposed to go at all. Never mind. Chance gone. We must get it out of there. We do get it out of there. Sterling's not going to win any headers, though, is he? Not if he's got someone with him, anyway. Iñaki Williams back to Pineda. Fekir, nicely intercepted by Eric Garcia. They're trying here, Betis, and they're not far away from finding that pass at the right time. We'll just knock this sideways. He's gone for me there. Mikel Merino, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres. Lay it to Gavi. Burst of pace from Gavi as well. At wide here, Mazraoui in. Sterling does win a header with someone with him, but Caero makes the save. Bowls out a questionable ball, but his teammates have dealt with it. And then there's Sterling. And Torres. But Jene cuts it out. It's a poor pass from Raheem. Never mind, they've given it back to us. Mazraoui. Into Merino. Short there is Gavi. Go to Ferran Torres through that gap. Spin the man. He's in behind. Oh, I don't have the angle for this shot. They will play 1-2. Now we do. But Guido Rodriguez is back to get a block on it. I really haven't been able to test their regen goalkeeper at all in this game so far. 3 shots I've had now, I think, total. And they've all been pretty average. They are yet to actually have a proper shot in anger, I think. Shime Visalco will try and get this inside. And Guido Rodriguez finds Iñaki Williams another nice little flick that they go for. Now it's opened up for them. Nabil Fekir. Oh, they just kept playing one extra pass. Pineda makes it Betis 1, Barcelona 0. And they're having a negative impact on our title campaign yet again, Real Betis. Their first proper shot of the game. Thought I'd get to Fekir just there with Garcia, but he played the extra pass. I think that might genuinely be their first shot. Of course it is. Pedri, step away from that challenge. And Sterling is in. Sterling genuinely is in. Just need to get... No! The pass right, Raheem! You arsehole! Come on! That's the chance. That's the chance. I didn't want to go through the air because I knew he definitely put too much power on it. He just needed to find the angle for the pass, which was there, and he's fluffed it. Oh, no! Oh, side netting from Visalco. Unbelievable. That was the game right there. That was the draw available to us. Nico Gonzalez. Pudge quickly to Torres. Back to Pudge again. To Ansu Fati. The space has opened up for him. I've got Adama at the back post, but I'm not going to be able to find him. Ansu Fati could go solo. Ferran Torres! No! Oh! Just can't do it against Betis, can I? Certainly turning into a bit of a bogey team for us in this save. Ferran Torres to Pudge. Looking for Adama through the gap! No! Oh! Fucking Betis! Can you believe it? Gorgeous through ball. Adama tries to side foot it. I should have put more power on it. Unbelievable. Oh, corner to come in at the death. Araujo's not going to get to it. Fancy does. That's going to take a deflection. I have to score this corner then. I have to score this corner. Araujo, please. Araujo, please. Oh, Fati's not going to get... Oh, there Araujo. Typical. Eric Garcia. No, it's not going to be. It's not going to be! Bollocks! Oh, bloody Betis. I hate them. I absolutely hate them. They just always do me over. 2 shots. Screw your regen goalkeeper as well. Unbelievable. Just ridiculous. We'll try and keep morale high if we can as we push into the next episode. We didn't lack a bit of self-belief. I don't know as we really made a mistake for their goal either. We just didn't take our chances, which is fair to say. Wasn't great against Betis. Pineda, no, he's a good player, but it's about us not taking our chances or not being able to get the ball past their goalkeeper. It's not necessarily us not taking our chances. It's their goalkeeper having an exceptional game. Jordi Alba is set to expire contractually at the end of the season. Oh, and if we'd have won it, we'd have gone top because Atleti have finally lost a game. A missed opportunity. Really big missed opportunities. Valencia beat Atletico Madrid by 2-0 at the Wanda Metropolitano. This title race is 4 wide right now with both Madrid teams, ourselves and Real Sociedad. unbelievable. We've got the Sims game against Getafe to come at the end of the month. And I'll see you there. Right, here we go then on the final match day of the month and the year. The calendar year on... Well, in fact, the last day of the calendar year as well against Getafe on the 31st. Real Madrid have won on match day... No, drawn. They were on 39 points as well, weren't they? I can't recall, actually. On their match day 19. Yes, they've drawn 2-2 against Sevilla, which is a good result for us. So we have the opportunity to go back second. Who do Atleti have? Celta Vigo away. Not an easy tie. But Getafe are 6th. And they're having a good season. All of today's games have been against sides that are really genuinely having good seasons. So this might not be that straightforward. It isn't at all. A 2-1 defeat at home to Getafe, who are certainly in even better form now. It really has been a bad day at the office. Adam Armstrong with the goal to win them it late on. Shit, I think, is the word that I'll go to there. After a frustrating last episode with a defeat slipped in against Villarreal, 3 further league defeats today. At the beginning of yesterday's episode, I was thinking, we're unbeaten so far, maybe we could go invincible. Since then, I've won 2, lost 4. Definitely no invincible season for us. That's a yikes. We're into January. We've got Betis next again. Bloody bogey team. Then Real Sociedad. Sevilla, of course, in the Super Cup away from home. We hope to get through that and play then the final in the third game of the episode. So we'll do Betis, Sevilla, and then hopefully the final, if not Sociedad and Espanyol, etc. But I genuinely don't know what to do in the transfer window. I don't think I'm going to do anything. Jordi Alba will offer him a new contract, but I'm going to need him to accept. Well, he's continued to drop in rating, which is actually good news for me. So I'll try and get him to sign a wage decrease, if we can get him to. And maybe he'll sign at 135,000. Good. So Jordi Alba signs at 135,000. So we can change that here on the spreadsheet. 135,000. And that leaves us with 144,500 euro in the wage budget, with 76.7 million left to us in the transfer budget. But as I say, not really looking to buy anyone at the moment. Although results have wobbled slightly, but we're allowed a dip in form. We had been spectacular prior to that wobble in form with 11 straight victories. So we're allowed to have a little bit of a wobble. It just happens that wobble has come right before the January transfer window. But I don't want to overreact. I have faith in this team. I have faith in the players that we have. And unless, as we say, a release clause is met, I'm not going to look to do anything else. I'm not going to bring Aubameyang in. And I'll mention that again at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. Not going to look to bring Aubameyang in. And we just don't need him. We've got Correa. And Aubameyang's going to have declined even yet further in this save. So that's just genuinely not going to happen. Bustos is growing well enough, and he's really not been a weak link in this back line. So I'm not going to go out and sign someone like Tagliafico or an improvement at left back. I just don't need to. We will work our way through the January transfer window, but what exactly will happen in it is still unsure. For now, though, that's all for today and this episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode, which, of course, will come to you tomorrow. And I'll see you then.